Let's talk about perception in regards to how other people perceive you. And let's paint a picture, let's paint a scenario here that you go into work one day, or you meet up with your friend one day, or your husband or whatever, and you notice that their behavior towards you, or their behavior in general, has changed a bit. You know, they're not their normal self. And two things can happen here, okay? You encounter this situation and you feel this person's energy and you notice they're not themselves right now. You can do two things. This is two ways of perceiving the situation. You look at it and you're like, I wonder what's going on with Bob. Like, he seems a little off today. I wonder what's happening. And you might get curious as to why Bob is behaving or is being this way today. Or the other thing that could happen is you could see that as something about yourself. You could see that, oh, Bob is a little bit different today. Is it something that I did? Did I do something to offend him? Did I do something that's why he's behaving, or he's like this with me right now, or he's like this way right now? That is called perception. There are two ways you could perceive the situation. You could see it as curiosity about why is Bob this way, or you could see it as something about yourself. And when you make it something about yourself, what happens is you feel like, well, I did something wrong, therefore Bob is behaving this way, therefore it must mean that he doesn't like me. And then you try to figure out what you did wrong so you can fix it, so then Bob will like you, or Bob will change however he's being right now. And that is more than just Bob not liking you, or that's more than just you thinking that you did something to cause Bob being different today. That is actually a learning opportunity. Bob set a trigger off in you that made you feel like you did something wrong. There's some inadequacy in you. Therefore, that must be the only reason why Bob is behaving this way, because he must not like me. That's an overt generalization you just did. You went and distorted your thinking because of a trigger or wound that got triggered within you because of an external stimulus, in this case, Bob's behavior being different. And then what that is actually most of the time pointing to is this belief, or this wound, or this perception or identity belief that you have about yourself, that I'm not lovable, or I'm inadequate in some way, or that something is wrong with me, or that I'm not worthy of being liked or loved by this person. That's what's going on in the situation. It's not about Bob's behavior. What we do is we take Bob's behavior and we make it personal, and we make it about ourselves, without seeing that if I'm affected by this, and if I'm getting caught up in the fact that I must be responsible for why this person is behaving this way, that is really showing me something about myself, some kind of wounding, some kind of belief, some kind of notion or idea or concept that I hold about myself that is actually being reflected back to me through this exchange with this person. Or on the other side, if you see that your friend's behavior has changed a bit, or they're just not themselves, you would not take that about yourself, because there is no wounding there. There is no mirroring happening in the situation. You just see that as, oh, something's off with Bob and I need to go maybe figure out or ask him what's going on with him, maybe see what's happening and talk to him about it. You don't take that personally. You don't take it personally because you haven't made it about yourself. The things that you take personally, especially the things that other people do or don't do, or the way other people behave or don't behave or whatever, especially the things that other people do, when you take it personally, when you make it about yourself, it's because you have some kind of wounding, some kind of belief, some kind of perspective, some kind of pattern within yourself that is being surfaced, that this person's behavior, this person is mirroring back to you, that you need to look at. And that becomes a teaching, learning opportunity versus you to just get defeated and destructive and self-loathing and mean and shameful, or all the other things you tend to do to yourself. Feel like, what can I do differently? How can I make this person like me? You start to see it as, this is something that I have a problem with myself about. This is something that I need to look at within myself about how I believe I'm lovable, if I believe I'm lovable, if I am adequate, if I'm worthy, if I'm valuable. It's something always to do with yourself. And that is why you take it personally. And then what happens, this kind of forms people-pleasing behavior. This can form manipulative behavior. This can really manifest in needing people to like you than you to like yourself. This can really come into you undermining yourself or needing other people to love you or accept you before you can love and accept yourself. So this is all just showing you a mirror, a reflection of something that is happening within you that is threatening a belief or an idea or a pattern or a wounding that you have about yourself, especially when it comes to this need of needing other people to like you. And you can't make other people like you. So let me ask you this question. Do you like everyone? I bet not. Then why do you have this expectation that everyone must like you? All the 7.98 billion people on the planet must like you. It's kind of a little bit naive to think that. If you don't like everyone, then why should everyone like you, right? And so this whole idea of needing people to like you and constantly feeling like, if people don't like me, that must mean something about me, is the hook, is where you keep stuck in this pattern. Versus, if this person doesn't like me, what does that really mean about me? You need to answer that question for yourself. If such and so doesn't like me, what does that mean about me? Answer that question, and you'll see that this is where your wounding is. This is where you are not meeting yourself or not giving yourself the thing that you need, or this is where an unmet need of yours that wasn't met in childhood, or you went through some experience where you formulate this belief or this perception about yourself. So really, really dive into it and see it as an opportunity for you to heal the pain that's surfacing when you see that someone may not like you, and when you see someone's behavior or what someone is doing or how they may have shifted that day as something about you, because it's really not about you. The reason you're making it about you is because it's mirroring to you some kind of wounding, some kind of pain, issue that needs to be brought to the surface. Usually a belief system that you have about yourself that is actually being brought to the surface, so you can look at it, heal it, alchemize it, and thank this person for giving you the opportunity to heal this, to alchemize this, to learn from this. Everything in life is a learning opportunity. If you see everything in life as a learning opportunity for you to learn more about yourself, for you to learn how to choose love for yourself, how to choose love in the moment, that's what heals, that's what alchemizes all of this. So that's some food for thought for you today. If you have struggled with this, how have you worked through it? And if you have anything to add, of course, put your comments, your thoughts in the comment section. I always love hearing from you. And one more thing before I go, I want to tell you that podcast season 2 of Unlearn Yourself podcast is out now. To listen to the episodes, the link is in the description box, or find the episodes on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Pandora, wherever you listen to your podcast. Sending you all my love, and stay open.